Let me be upfront, if you're still stuck in the matrix, this blog will make no sense. If anything, you will feel insulted by the subject matter. So, to save you the heartache, I advise you not to read this blog. In another word, do yourself a favor and take the blue pill, and go about your business. Nonetheless, if you're like me, you want to get out of the matrix, take the red pill, and let's see how deep the rabbit hole goes. Here we go. I want to say that viewer discretion is advised, but the pictures are just showing the human anatomy. When I hear the things that the school system is teaching children in elementary, the pictures are not bad compared to the school system. So, anyway, I was browsing YouTube and saw the title "What is a Woman?" Out of curiosity, I clicked on the 9-minute video. I didn't know what to expect. To my shock, I never thought this world would come to that point. It is baffling and sad to see how this world is going from bad to a disaster. Matt Walsh made the documentary, by the way, asking, "What is a woman?" It was painful to watch some of the people he interviewed. I'm not talking about ordinary people. These are the people who hold PhD and work with children and adults. I didn't think that it would be so difficult to define a woman. Someone also sent me a video about Ketanji Brown Jackson, the new Supreme Court Justice. During her interview, she was asked to define a woman. Her reply was dumbfounded. She could not define what a woman is. This is a person they want to put in charge of the justice system. I hope that she's a woman. I mean, if you're a woman and you cannot define yourself as a woman, you don't deserve to be a woman. This is the sad truth that we have come into nowadays. Many people seem to breathe in the stupid air of ideology of what a man or woman is. This is why it's important to be a set apart. Do not jump on the wicked bandwagon. Macy Gray is getting heat for saying that just because you had surgery doesn't make you a woman. I mean, why is she getting heat for speaking the truth? She is correct that surgery doesn't change who you are biological. Here is the video of an interview Matt Walsh had with a pediatrician. Tell me, would you entrust your children to be under her care? It was painful watching it. Link, https://www.youtube.com/watch. V equals ZDDB8 Wu 73 Na. When will people understand that a college degree doesn't make you smarter or give you common sense? The things that I have heard coming out of some of the people who are so-called educated is appealing. I don't know if it's the chemicals in the air, water, or chemicals in food that bring out all of the cuckoos from the cuckoo's nest. People nowadays are becoming dumber every day. To tell me that you can't define what a woman is beyond absurd. It will come a day when some of us will have to flee and live off the grid for the sake of sanity. It is laughable when I hear some people saying that they are neither male nor female. I didn't know there were other sexes besides male and female. These loonies are in the education system, the government, and in church teaching your children this madness. I mean, how did we get to this point? I tell you, Satan is doing a great job destroying mankind using the elites to carry out his assaults on the vulnerable, ignorant, and gullible. But I thought I'd take the liberty to give a vividly detailed definition of a woman and a man. We don't need any Bible scriptures to make a realistic observation of what a woman is or a man is. As we know that man and woman were created to repopulate and replenish the earth so the life cycle can continue. The minute you eliminate one of the two, life will cease, and the population will diminish automatically. These wicked people are chemically castrating the children at an early age with hormone blockers and pushing down the trans and homosexuality agenda forcefully down people's throats. Within 10 to 20 years from now, their wish might come true to reduce over 1 billion people from the planet. A planet they didn't create, and that has room to keep all these billion people they are trying to erase from existence. I will try to give more than a definition of what a woman is and what is her role in this life. So, let's dive into the definition of a woman. As I mentioned above, if you eliminate one of the two, life will cease, and that's a fact. I think the best way to define a woman is that she is the giver of life. Through woman come out a living being. A woman is what we can refer to as the earth to plant human seeds. Once the seeds, sperms, enter her uterus, the magic happens, and 9 months later, it creates this masterpiece, a beautiful living being. A woman was not only built to give life, but also to provide great pleasure to a man. She is the perfect creation of God and a gift to man. Genesis 3:20 And Adam called his wife's name Eve because she was the mother of all living. A woman's body structure is much different from a male's. The woman's shape is curvy, with ovaries, uterus, cervix, and fallopian tube. She is delicate and has wider hips. Her body smell is different and is not as strong as a male's. She has menstruation, period, that is all in coordination with her body that allows her to procreate. She has a vagina that is flat with hair covering it like the earth covered by grass. A woman has breasts. They are not just there to attract men but also to nurture the young that come out of her. I want to say that the vagina is not just a hole like an anus, but it is perfectly crafted by God, and it gives pleasure to the man. The anus was made for trash, shit, exit only. With all that said, no man can never become a woman no matter how the surgeons butcher his body. No one can recreate or duplicate what God has made. Can a man look like a woman? Of course, a man can, but not become a woman. It is impossible scientifically and biologically. Even the surgeons know that, but for the sake of money, some will not say it. A woman should feel insulted when a man boasted that he is a woman. More insulting when a trans woman gives women advice on how to take care of their vagina. Believe me, as absurd as it sounds, there was a trans woman teaching women on YouTube how to clean their vagina. Some man still has their package because they dress like a woman and add silicone breast on their chest and want to be treated like one. I'm just going to leave it there. Now, let's define a man. What is a man? The best way to define a man is that he is the carrier of human seeds or life. Remember, the sperm is not a living being nor has life until it takes its form inside the woman. I can also say that a man is the seed planter. He is built much differently from the woman. He is stronger, has more body muscles, has no breasts but rather a flat chest with nipples, and does not have a curvy body. He is built to handle harder tasks or jobs. A male smells stronger than a woman. A man has testicles, balls, that carry the sperms or seeds, and a penis that allow the sperms, seeds, to flow into the vagina. The penis is not for the man to only plant his seeds into the woman, but to give great pleasures to women as well. Let's make it clear, the penis was created to only enter the vagina, which was perfectly crafted for that purpose. That's why God separates the anus from the vagina. The vagina is the penis's playground to enter and play. The anus was made for trash, shit, exit only. This means anything the body rejects goes through the anus. Just like your nose was not made to put food. You will never find anyone shitting through his penis or her vagina. Unless there are birth defects, I haven't heard of any. Add picture. It is a great offense for a female who in her loony mind thinks that she is more of a man than a biological male. A woman dresses in a man's garment to think that she can measure up to a man. We are talking about God's perfect creation is absurd. It is an insult to put a trans man in a man's magazine or vice versa. I will say what Marcy Gray said again, having surgery doesn't make you a man. Can a woman look like a man? If she takes hormone shots, yes. But a woman can never, ever become a man. What does a man know about childbirth or period? A man was not built for childbirth. Their part is to insert the seeds, sperm, into the woman to create a living being. How the doctors can know if the child is a male or a female is a reproductive system. That's how the doctors know the sex of the child when he or she comes out. They don't have to guess. It's not what they think, it is what it is. It's not an ideology or a feeling, but it's a reality. The Bible made it clear, but as I said, we don't need to go to the scriptures because the proof is in the pudding. Our parents prove that it is a fact. I know that scientists are playing God and want to become God. But they are messing with nature. Some things are better to be left alone and not tampered with. I will leave it there. I'm just saying. If I'm wrong, please, enlighten me. I'm looking forward to your comments.